everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense takes the field. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 4. Time to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's calling.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Ortiz. It's complete on the right side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
to throw here on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to save.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Everett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Ortiz. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 45, on its way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Ortiz. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Snags it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Reload.
On the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Flip it. Oh!
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this
going over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
Running behind that left side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the 1st half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Getting some heat. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Ortiz. Takes the easy one to the back.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got a man. It's Stoneburner. Stops after making the catch. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Wants to throw. It's Ortiz. Back open in the middle. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Caught over the middle. It's Stoneburner. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Slings it. And the timing just a hair off. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll send out the kicker here. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
The Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Throws to the tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic players.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking to pass. It's Ortiz. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting in this progression.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think the big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Okay.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Ready up.
Play number 9 on this drive.
Get set. Get set.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quick strike complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now facing a third and long. It's a draw. And the Wildcats just can't get a stop on third down. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Back to throw, it's Ortiz. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On first down, here comes this offense. They want to throw it. He makes the grab, and they're able to get him down.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking. He can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The this offense has a second down play. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The run to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now second down as they try to run this clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give to the left. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Ortiz. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Ortiz. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Lost one deep down the right side. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost in.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Kansas State has it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Pushes ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Coming after it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And sure, tackling from getting to the first down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't want...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special.